Welcome back. I'm Rachel Barbeau.
And I'm Kevin Skarbinski.
And this is Barbeau and Scarbo. We're in the fourth. We're bringing it home. Broadcasting live from New Orleans, Louisiana. We're also being seen on a lot of television sets with Cox Sports TV. We are very, very excited to be doing that simulcast today, and then also on 97.3 The Zone in Birmingham, 107.5 The Ticket in Montgomery, and then also everybody can hear it on 97.3thezone.com. And it is with great excitement that we bring back our next guest. We've had him on the show before as our Pay It Forward Friday nominee. And that's an honor in itself. And that's where on Fridays we bring somebody in that's doing inspirational work, that is doing things with their life to make a difference in others' lives, and not just keeping it real for themselves. And I think this next guy epitomizes that. We want to welcome back Eric Legrand to the show. Eric, how are you?
Hey, doing well. Just getting back from a little while.
There you go. There you go. Well, Eric, we had you on the show the very first time, and you told us that you wanted to be a sportscaster, and that you had aspirations to be a sportscaster. And we said you have a time and a place on this show at any point in time that you can come on here. And there's a big game coming up, Eric, a huge game, and that is a national championship on Monday. I'm interested, before we get into everything else, just when you look at these two teams, what do you think about, Eric?
Going defense. I was actually watching ESPN earlier. It seems like the Alabama offense, they're kind of upset that no one's really talking about them. And then, like, the underdogs and everything, because they talk about how great their defense is. So they're going to be having a chip on their edge coming out to perform. But that LSU defense, that rotation that they have on that defensive line and their defensive backs, it's going to be a great game. I'm excited to watch it, you know. It's hard to we did LSU's play, but it's kind of hard now. I'm kind of in between, you know.
Eric, as a player, as a defensive tackle, would you rather watch a game like the first LSU-Alabama game went 9-6 in overtime, and LSU winning, or would you rather watch something like the Orange Bowl last night, West Virginia hanging 70 on Clemson?
Yeah, that was crazy. I'd rather watch something like that in the first game that they played. When there's no defense out there, it's maybe fun to watch for a little bit, but then you're like, come on now. Can you at least get one stop? It's kind of embarrassing when you don't have the defense out there performing. So I think I would rather see one like a 9-6 game. But, you know, the reason why I was 9-6 is because Alabama had so many missed opportunities out there. So it could have been a lot higher scoring game. So we'll see if that's going to happen. Again, I'm sure they got all the mistakes fixed to Alabama. And then LSU is going to be ready to come with their chip on their shoulder, too, just because Alabama's going to want to beat them so badly. So I believe it'll be a higher scoring game than 9-6 this year.
We're visiting with Eric Legrand, just an inspirational human being and a friend of the show, an aspiring sportscaster, and he's doing a great job breaking down this game with us so far. Eric, we had Antonio Langham on, former Alabama great and also great in the NFL, and he talked to us about the game changer on the defense for Alabama. And he said, I don't think it's in the secondary, so to speak. I think the game changer is the defensive front for Alabama. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. That's where it starts up in the front, especially going against Alabama's fatties up there. LSU's defensive line, they're huge. They're just freak athletes. They fly around. They swarm. And there's just that rotation that they have. And that being able to have a rotation on the defensive line, that's going to give more of an advantage to LSU because they have more players. And we have more players rotate in, it helps your team out because there's not playing on the defensive line. And if you ever come off a 13-play drive and you got to go right back out there, it's tough. It's tough. So when you have people to rotate for you, believe me, it's easy for the players and the coaches to call certain defenses.
Well, Eric, both of these teams obviously like to run the ball, but they do it different ways. For a defensive lineman, as you are, is it tougher to, say, tackle a bull runner like Trent Richardson or to chase an option quarterback like Jordan Jefferson for LSU?
In my opinion, it's easy to tackle a bull runner because you know what you get. They're coming right at you head up. When you got the little shifty guys, it's a little harder. You don't know which way they're going to go. So I'd rather someone come head up with me because I'll go muscle to muscle with anybody any day. That's my opinion, but some other people may be different. DBs, they like to take the little short guys and you try to take them out a little bit easier. But the power runners, I didn't like taking them head up because I like going pound to pound with them.
We're visiting with Eric Legrand. Eric, I read somewhere that you played a little bit of fullback at one point in time, so you know a little bit about going head-to-head, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I played fullback actually growing up, playing fullback, running back. And then when I got to college, I usually played 2 games at fullback. So, I know a little bit about running head-to-head. Playing fullback, that is definitely a tough guided position. I felt like I had a concussion every game practice, just running head up into each other. So that is definitely a guided position. And I got to top my hat off to anybody that plays that position every single day.
Would you, not the fullback position, but particularly the running back position, would you give that edge, even though Trent Richardson, Alabama has Trent Richardson and Eddie Lacy, who is a very good back, but has battled turf toe, it seems to me LSU has that edge because they just have so many bodies and so many guys that are so talented and can come in. So you can't, it's hard to stop 4 versus 1. I mean, who would you think these 2 teams has the edge in terms of the running game?
It is hard to determine that because, LSU can mix it up. They do have a few running backs that they can get their roster. But I can't go against Trent Richardson, The things that he's done in his career there, even though they may have 4, I'll definitely go with that one with Trent Richardson because he's really like he's a pro out there. He's ready to go out there right now, I believe, in the NFL. He'll be the top to take the draft if he goes today. So I got to say I will go with Trent Richardson in Alabama offensive line in the running game than I would have LSU with the mixed running backs because just the way that he performs up there, he is their offense, that lightning bolt that they need.
Now, Eric, everyone's been talking since, virtually since this game ended, the November 5th, the first time, about the potential rematch. And then when the rematch was set, should there be a rematch? Should there not be a rematch? From a player's perspective, if you were an LSU player and you had gone into Tuscaloosa and beaten Alabama, would you want another shot at them, or would you rather be playing somebody else?
And honestly, I'd rather be playing somebody else. But if they're the best team beside me, and you got to take it for what it's worth, and you got to go out there and prove yourself again because it's the national championship this time, and a lot more is on the line now too. Just because this is what you dream for, this is what you live for. But in my opinion, I would want to play somebody else. But you feel like you proved yourself, you beat them. But if they're the best team again, the next best team is no one out there that's better than them, and all the voters and all the polls believe that, then you got to go out there and prove yourself again and make sure that you're the number 1 team, not the number 2 team, because if you are that number 1 team, then you can beat them twice.
We're visiting with Eric Legrand. His website is Eric Legrand, Patriots A Foundation. And all the proceeds there from the shirts go to his foundation to help in his recovery and help support his mom who's aiding in his recovery. Now, I got to tell you, our producer and his family the entire family bought shirts for Christmas. And I have shirts. Yeah, I have 2 of your shirts that I have down here in New Orleans. And so, Eric, your foundation, it's here in New Orleans as well. But I know you have a casino night coming up. Bart Scott just donated $36,000 by a sale of a special shirt that he made. So tell us what's going on and how somebody can support you and your family.
Well, that website, it's easy. You can go on that website. You said the Eric Legrand Patriots A Foundation. So you can go to a donation area where people make just regular, $5 donations just to help out anything that they can. And then there's also a bunch of clothing on there. We have a lot of beliefs here. Hoodies, there's zip-up jackets, there's hats, there's scullies. There's stuff on there there's stuff that we have that are on the website that we have to even update it to because I know it's cold now. A lot of people would like a zip-up jacket for the winter. So there's zip-up jackets, there's T-shirts, and there's a new picture I just actually designed. The shirt that you just got, I remember I sent it down to you, the league one. It has me holding my ball up. It was from my first game junior year after I just recovered a fumble. I remember I put my arm up with the ball, basically trying to throw it back to the referee, but that picture got put in all the newspapers up here in my area in New Jersey, and it said the Scarlet Lights leading the way through the night. And it was me holding the ball up, so that was the perfect picture I thought to put up the shirt with the Believe anthem in the back. And on the back of the shirt it says my number 52. It says Eric Legrand, and then it says I'll be back. Because that's the first words I said to my mom once I came to conscience, basically. On that Wednesday, she was talking to me, and I was just like, Ma, I'll be back. So I put that on the shirt.
Well, Eric, last time we visited with you, you told us about your grueling rehab regimen. How is your rehab coming? How much progress have you made since we talked to you last?
Well, it was good. actually finally had a week off the past week. The week after Christmas, because I went to the bowl game on my team, and I was in New York City for the week. So that was my first week off since I started. Now, it was much needed. And it definitely felt good to have that week off. But I went back yesterday, and last time I set up, I did it for 32 seconds with help with 23 by myself. Yesterday, I busted out 42 seconds by myself.
Woohoo!
And my therapist was all happy and everything, and I was all happy, and I was like, thank God, and, just got to get better, now I got to go for the minute. That's what the new goal is, but I was just shocked to be able to bust out 42 seconds like that. When our song just came out and pumped me up, Eminem's song was saying, you only have one shot, one opportunity, and all of a sudden I just busted it out, and it felt great.
That's great to hear. Eric, how exciting was it to be there with your teammates to see Rutgers win the Pinstripe Bowl, beat Iowa State?
That was great, It's so good. I almost brought me to tears just being around my team. I was just sitting in the game room with them, and it almost brought me to tears just being in that atmosphere again. It's been so long since I've been able to just hang out with all my teammates and just that type of atmosphere again, with everyone around at the same time, just joking around, everyone doing their own thing, but all of us being in like one room together. It just felt so good to be around them for that whole week. I really think I needed that, and then being able to go to the game, go to all the events with them too, and just hanging out in their rooms after practice is over, after they're over, being up to go up to their rooms, and just hang out and make fun of each other. It was just a great time, and it's something that I would probably cherish for the rest of my life. But I actually can see from the point of view, like, I did lose that. I wasn't able to be around my team like I was before. People take that for granted. And now being able to be around them again, I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Eric, we appreciate you as always, and can't wait to get you back on after this game to get your update from your perspective. Congratulations on the cover of SI. Congratulations on the 42 seconds, and we are cheering for you. Everybody here within the sound of my voice is cheering for you. We're praying for you, and we believe too, Eric. We believe too.
Thank you. That's all we need, to pray and believe, because one day it's going to happen. So it's going to be a nationwide party. So everyone down there in Alabama and LSU, you all can all come up here.
Thank you, Eric. We sure appreciate you.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, Eric. Keep it up.
Eric Legrand, Patriots A Foundation. Great shirts. All the proceeds go to his aid. His mother had to quit her job to help him in his recovery full time. All the proceeds go straight to Eric and his mother and his foundation. Eric Legrand, Patriots A Foundation. Give it as a gift. What a great gift. I wear it around town. People say, "Oh my gosh, it's Eric Legrand's shirt." Absolutely.
He's going to walk again.
He's going to walk again. I believe it with everything that I am. I'm Rachel Barbeau.
And I'm Kevin Skarbinski.
This is Barbeau and Scarbo. We'll be right back for our last break.